Not everything that glitters is gold, and the K-pop world is proof of this. The same K-pop stars who give us energy and brighten our days with their catchy songs, impressive choreo, and entertaining personalities are often victimized and hurt in return by the very people who call themselves fans. Many idols have had to face negative and even traumatic situations, and worst of all, it's hardly acceptable for them to react with a genuine and human response. Instead, they're always expected to remain professional and even smile through their pain, since any other reaction is often met with extreme criticism from the public. That said, one of the most painful and traumatic experiences any K-pop idol can go through is the infamous Black Ocean. Hey guys, welcome back to another video from Kpop FTW. We'll be breaking down some of the worst instances of Black Oceans in all of K-pop history. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and like for more videos. Also, make sure to click the bell notification so you never miss a video on this channel. Oh, and one more thing, you may need to grab a tissue for this one. Alright, let's get into it. We're all well aware of the amount of effort idols put into their careers. It's quite the norm for an idol to leave the comfort of their hometowns and even their families at a very young age and commit themselves to years of training at an entertainment company. And that's if they're lucky enough to pass those ruthless auditions. And it doesn't stop there. The whole training process is no joke. Before the sun even rises, K-pop trainees are up and working on their singing, rapping, dancing, songwriting, and so much more. And their days often end well after sundown. Many idols have described how exhausting and even lonely this training process is. Most recently was G-Idol's Minnie, who had to learn many languages during her trainee days on top of everything else. Yet, idols commit to years of training because they're dedicated to mastering their craft and providing fans with their best performance each time they stand on stage. And oftentimes, in response to their amazing stages, the crowd will enthusiastically sing the fan chants and cheer to encourage and show appreciation to their idols. But throughout history, not all crowd reactions have been positive. There's been instances where K-pop idols have been booed off stage, yelled at, and even called names, but none of these have had as bad of an impact as the Black Ocean. A Black Ocean is a terrible lightstick trend that toxic fans came up with to show their lack of support and to discourage idols during a performance. K-pop lightsticks are so much more than just a glow stick for concerts. To many fans, they're a rite of passage into a fandom, and they represent the loyalty and respect that they have towards a group or a solo artist. When fans turn on their lightsticks during a performance, they allow the artist to look into the crowd of adoring supporters and just witness a brilliant sea of their trademark color all around them. It's uplifting and touching for idols to see their fans cheering them on. The first lightsticks appeared around the second generation of K-pop. Before lightsticks, different K-pop fandoms had to get creative, and they were assigned different colors to wear during concerts, but that trend was replaced by fans using glow-in-the-dark sticks that lit up the audience and made it look mesmerizing. G-Dragon of Big Bang took the glow-in-the-dark lightstick trend to a whole new level when he came up with something even more creative. He designed a custom lightstick exclusively for the Big Bang fandom, and nowadays, you'd be hard-pressed to find a K-pop group or solo artist who doesn't possess their own custom lightstick. And who can blame them? Lightsticks glowing in the darkness of a concert hall or a stadium is just breathtaking. But imagine this. Imagine that heavenly view turning into a pitch-black pit of darkness. That is the Black Ocean, when the entire audience decides to turn off their lightsticks to embarrass and shame K-pop idols while they perform on stage. Now, this may not sound too bad, but if you stand in the idol's shoes and see it from their perspective, you get a good picture of how crushing it is. Imagine preparing for months to perform, and when that day finally arrives, you're filled with nerves, but you're also excited as you look forward to giving the crowd your all. But what do you see in the audience? Nothing but darkness. There's no one there to cheer you on. That could shake anyone's confidence and send an excited artist spiraling into self-doubt and even depression. toxic fans forget, or they sometimes just don't care, that artists standing on a stage are human beings with feelings just like them. That's precisely why black oceans are so dreaded in the K-pop industry. So what are some of the worst instances to date? Today, we're going to break down 4 of them, and our list starts with Girls' Generation. That's right, the now legendary girl group, who have millions of fans worldwide, was the first to witness a black ocean. Girls' Generation has inspired so many groups and helped make K-pop what it is today, but it wasn't always easy for them in the beginning. Back when they debuted, the K-pop industry was much more focused on boy groups, and girl groups just weren't as popular. As they worked their way up the charts with consistent hits, other fandoms just began to see them as a threat, particularly the fandoms of Super Junior, Wonder Girls, and DBSK. The fan wars escalated one fine day in the year of 2008 when Girls' Generation, or SNSD, faced what was forever seen as the most disrespectful thing fans could do to an artist. During the 2008 annual Dream concert, several K-pop fandoms came together to watch a variety of performances from their favorite groups. Super Junior, DBSK, and Wonder Girls had just completed their performances, so it was SNSD 's turn. The moment the girls set foot on stage, the atmosphere changed dramatically. The audience that shone brightly suddenly turned into a pitch-black sea of unenthusiastic fans. Of course, there were SNSD stans in the audience, but they were way too scattered around, and it was difficult to see them in the darkness. To make this incident even more heartbreaking, the audience started to chant Wonder Girls while SNSD was performing. It turned out the crowd did this because they feared that Girls' Generation would end up getting more recognition than their faves over time. It was later revealed that the Black Ocean was actually planned, and it went on for 10 long minutes. The Black Ocean was a dreadful experience for SNSD, and by the end of it, they were in tears over the entire ordeal. But it was through this incident that they determined the color of their own fandom would be pink. And from then on, every single SNSD concert was flooded with nothing but beautiful pink lights. Number 3 on our list is 17. Like SNSD, the now popular boy group were victims of this toxic trend in the rookie stages of their career. In 2015, 17 was set to perform one of their first huge stages for the Mama Awards. Back then, because the group was so young in the industry, they didn't have a custom light stick for their fan base called Carrots. Also, their fan base was growing, but it was still quite small in comparison to the other fandoms in attendance. When 17 hit the stage for their performance, the fandoms of other groups in the audience all decided to shut off their light sticks mid-performance. Darkness slowly crept around the stage, and nothing could be done to prevent the Black Ocean because the few Carrots in the audience had nothing they could use to light up the atmosphere. Nowadays, the 17 fandom is huge. They have a strong fan base who proudly wave their diamond-like light sticks to cheer on their favorite boys. Number 2 on our list is Twice. Now, strangely enough, it's been debated to this day whether or not the girls were actual victims of a Black Ocean. But most K-pop fans believe that they were, and that they received a Black Ocean at the 2016 Melon Music Awards. They too were rookies, and even though their music video numbers and their record sales were amazing for a rookie group, that did not protect them from the toxicity of other fandoms. Their song Cheer Up was given the title Song of the Year, and as the group went up to receive their award, there's camera footage of the large audience in total darkness. Now, their fan base called Once were in attendance, but again, their numbers were way too sparse to make a difference when the other fandoms turned off their light sticks. Now, like we said before, K-pop fans are still debating this one. Some are convinced that a Black Ocean occurred that day, and others claim that the audience was mostly supportive of Twice's win and that they were even singing their song. They claim that the camera footage was a random cut and that it does not represent the full concert hall. Regardless, Twice is now one of the most talented and awarded girl groups in K-pop history. They continue to make hits, and their fan base grows on a yearly basis. Why? Because they deserve it. We hope to see more and more of them in the years to come. And finally, at number 1 is BTS. Yes, that's right. Even the biggest K-pop group in the entire world has been victims of the Black Ocean. Now, it's an understatement to say that BTS went through many struggles over the course of their careers. Coming from a small company with no real power or reputation in the K-pop industry, they are a true rags to riches story. During their careers, they received severe criticism from other artists and fandoms alike. It was during the 2016 Melon Music Awards that BTS also experienced a horrible Black Ocean while performing. Now, in the past, BTS fans called ARMY and EXO fans called XOL were huge rivals, and this is despite the groups themselves actually being on good terms, respecting each other, and even being friends. It was these ridiculous fan wars that resulted in BTS's Black Ocean. During their performance at the Melon Music Awards, BTS witnessed the audience go completely dark when XOL, who made up the majority of the audience, turned off their light sticks. Interestingly enough, the two fandoms blame each other for this incident. XOL claim that BTS deserved it because ARMY are always doing the same thing to EXO, but because ARMY were smaller in size at the time, it just didn't look like a Black Ocean when ARMY would turn off their light sticks. Sadly, the same was observed during BTS's performance at the 30th Golden Disc Awards, where fandoms of other groups seem to have intentionally turned off their light sticks to show their lack of support. And that's the end of our list, but unfortunately not the end of this toxic trend. It seems to be less prevalent these days, but it's still not unusual. The Black Ocean trend must be put to an end once and for all. As a brilliant K-pop philosopher once said, we need to fan more and not fan war. Music is more fun when you can unite with other fandoms, show respect, and enjoy the experience together. If you agree and you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.